Peace unto the Lord's people, I pray that this lesson is edifying and straight to the point. The title of today's lesson is going to be identifying the Israelites, them being the salt as the Lord calls them, because there's many ways to figure out who the Israelites are through the Bible, through prophecy, through the curses of Deuteronomy chapter 28. You can see how they apply unto who today would be the Israelites, and also with a banger that I opened up with. And before I do so, I want to give our honor and glory and praise to the Lord. Barakatah Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS, Great Millstone. The book of Matthew chapter 5, verse 13, it reads, bear with me. Ye are the salt of the earth, but if the salt have lost its savor, wherewith shall it be salted? It is thenceforth good for nothing but to be cast out and to be trodden under the foot of men. So ye are the salt of the earth is major, man. Because what is salt known for? Salt is known to make things more flavorful. And the Lord isn't gonna overdo it and make it over flavorful, which is honestly, when we apply it into the sense of our artistry and our talents, there's no such thing. You can't be too saucy, but the Lord's a just and balanced power, and when you look at some of the greatest artists of all time, on a worldwide aspect, people mention people like Michael Jackson, Aretha Franklin, Prince, Jimi Hendrix, and so on and so forth. And those people are obviously are Israelites, the so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Hispanics today. And you may have a white guy that has a lot of salt and flavor and all those things, and he may be of our lineage, because throughout history, our people were scattered and they mingled among different women. And when you do that, your child, if you're dealing with a lot of white women and your child deals with some white women, your seeds could look like a so-called white person. When you look at some of the greatest athletes mentioned of all time worldwide, you got Michael Jordan, you got LeBron James, you got Muhammad Ali, you got Bo Jackson, Messi, and so on and so forth. That goes to show you our people are the salt of the earth. We make everything better. Even though we're in captivity, we're not even in our greatest form. A lot of guys like to talk about how they're in their prime, how 25 is like your prime age, to do, and look certain things and, things of that sort. We doing that in captivity, man. So imagine when the Lord raises his people up, man. He allows them to have spiritual power and things of those sort. Shooting a three and dunking ain't gonna be nothing at all. Edomites might be dunking in the kingdom, but we gonna be flying, man. We're gonna be traveling from different planets, man. But this is another way that you can identify the Israelites, because the Lord has the entire Bible is about the Israelites, so that's how we use the Bible to identify who we are. I want to bring out the book of Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6. It reads, for thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy power. What does that mean? You guys are special. That means you guys are one of a kind, peculiar. You're not just any regular old nation, because there's 18 nations in the Bible, and Israel being one of them. That's the sons of God, Yahshua Allah, he prince of the power. Then you have another classification, which is the sons of man, and then you have the sons of the wicked. The Lord thy power have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, so we're pretty much like a star to the Lord. Obviously we're not higher and better than the Lord, but the Lord looks at us like little stars. Above all people that ye are upon the face of the earth. Above all people that are upon the face of the earth. So that means us compared to everyone else is really no comparison, We just far surpass these people. What do they like to say? They say things like white man can't jump, white men can't shoot. And it's true. You find you a regular old, Joe Schmoes or a John Doe Edomite, he can't do nothing but rape, rob, murder, and do wickedness, And what our people, we could do anything, man, really. And shit, we even know how to do wickedness better than the so-called white man, sadly, The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10, verse 16, it reads, 15, there it is. Only the Lord had a delight in thy fathers to love them, and he chose their seed after them, even you above all people, as it is this day. You know, so the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, you know, were above all people. Deuteronomy 14, verse 2, you know, Deuteronomy got those bangers. You know, it talks about, you know, how the Lord pretty much, how he set us up. He hooked us up, man, in captivity. And when we get out of captivity, we're going to be hooked up on another level, man. You got to understand, we can't be hooked up to the best level if we're in captivity. We probably take over this place. But that's also, it's like giving a bad child his PS4 or some candy. You know guys don't deserve nothing right now. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 14, verse 2, and it reads, for thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy power, and the Lord hath chosen thee to be a peculiar people, peculiar meaning one of a kind, special, chosen, holy people unto himself above all nations that are upon the earth. You know, that's why the Lord gave us statutes, laws, and commandments, you know, so we could be upright, you know, so we could be different from these people that act like wild beasts, you know, eating rats and things of those sort. What does a God look like eating rats? You know? I want to jump to the book of 1 Peter. Yeah, man, our people are the best to ever do it, man. And when you see someone, you know, and that's one thing about Jake too, man. Jake, we gonna take our credit, man. You know, if you see a damn Elamite and he killing it, you know, most likely he's a Jake. You know, I'm not saying that the other nations don't have salt, you know, but we are the salt of the earth. You know, the only person that really doesn't have salt is Esau. He's saltless as hell. You know, the other nations have a little bit, you know, here and there, you know, but they ain't got it how Jake got it. Jake got it on a whole nother level. You know. The book of 1 Peter chapter 2 verse 9, and it reads, but ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood. You know, so this sounds repetitive, but it is what it is. You are a chosen. It says you are peculiar. You are a special. You're above all nations. You know, these are the kind of verbiages that we're hearing. And it is what it is, bro. You know, you got to get with it or you get left, man. You know, that's why you have to have a kingdom-like mentality, ruling class mentality, you know. Because then these things you live up to and you appreciate and you walk better. You know, you respect yourself. Continuing on, a holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye should shew forth the praises of him who hath called you out of darkness into a marvelous light. You know, really, you know, us leaving the world, you know, us gaining this knowledge of truth and understanding, finding our identity. But, you know, the Lord has taken us, you know, from the 18 nations and made us the light, you know. Gave us the light, Salakia. You know, gave us the understandings. I want to go to the book of Joel. I'm wrapping this up with the scriptures. I want to do a little bit of ranting, Lord willing. Edifying ranting, but let me get these scriptures out the way, Lord willing. The book of Joel, bear with me, chapter 2. Verse 17, and it reads, let the priests, the ministers of the Lord, weep between the porch and the altar. Let them say, spare thy people, O Lord, give not thine inheritance to reproach, that the heathen shall roll over them. So, you know, pretty much let us be the dominating force. Let us be the better one. Wherefore should they say among the people, where is their power? You know? And the point, you know, I want to grab out, it says, O Lord, give not thy inheritance to a reproach, that the heathen should roll over them. You know? So don't give us over to naught. I want to bring out this last scripture in Jeremiah chapter 51. This is a very prophetic scripture, but it speaks about, you know, the Lord's people and their salt. Verse 9, Jeremiah 51, this can't be it. Salakia, you know, that's not what I was looking for. But the point being, you know, that's how you can identify our people, man. Our people are the best to do it, you know. And you see how our people are when they're fresh. You know, our people are the best dressers, man. That's why Gucci and all these big time brands, they use our people to advertise. You know, our people are the one that when Patrick Mahomes just won the Super Bowl, what did Disney do? They made sure after this man won that he was immediately shooting a commercial. Why? Because he's gonna get the rest of the rest of the world to follow, man. You know, our people, the rest of the world want to be amongst Jake. That's why these other women, they prefer us. That's why they say once you go black, you can't go back. They call it jungle fever and things of those sort. We just the best to do it, man. It is what it is, you know. And if you have that, what they call it, Stockholm syndrome mentality, then you just gonna fall for the trick and the lies that Esau Edom says, which is we're all the same people, we're all one. That's BS. You know, Esau is trying to make you feel like you're on the level of him, which is not true. Obviously, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He has his chance right now to rule and dominate, but we still ain't the same people in captivity. You know, we'll still beat your damn ass. You know. That's why Esau comes so hard down on Jake when crimes go down, you know. Let's say a drug dealer, for example, when the DEA or the SWAT team busts his house. That's why they come so many. You know, they may be coming for to arrest one person. They bring about 10 agents, you know, so they could have the fear factor. So they could pretty much make that person feel dominated, you know, make that person feel like he shouldn't retaliate. You know, because they know Jake one-on-one, eye to eye. We don't see no damn Edom. I don't care if I'm in the elevator with Donald Trump. You know, I feel better. I know I'm better. You know, you just have more money and you have more popularity, but you know, through the spirit, I know I'm a prince of the power. I know the Lord, you know, Lord willing, He's with me. You know. But Lord willing, us is edifying, straight to the point. You know, as long as you guys, you know, understand that, you know, ye are the salt of the earth, man. You know, Native Americans, their pow-pow dance, that's hella salt. The way they dress with their fringes on, their war calls, you know, the way they went about their thing, you know, that lion face, that's salt, man. Their bow and arrows, how they do it, how they ride horses. Come on, man. Look at that Florida State Seminole, you know, which is Babylonian, you know, how he do his thing. I remember going out there to a game, you know, seeing that. Issachar. Come on, bro. We cook the best foods. Yeah, we know. That's why I said, you know, through the spirit, every nation has, you know, a little bit of salt, whatnot, but they don't have none on Jake. Yeah, Moab could do their thing. They can cook, but come on, man. Carne asada tacos with some onions and cilantro. Levite food. Jamaican food. Benjamite food. Fried chicken and waffles, you know, Judah food. Come on, man. But, you know, I don't want to rant. I don't want to listen edifying, straight to the point. Peace unto the Lord's people. Double honor to the Apostle of GMS. Barakatah Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Ba'Shem Ka'akwadash. Shalom.